branding, I'd be able to know what the fuck is
It's
going
so
on.
funny. Brock calls them eye clocks, and
Eye clocks?
He calls them a bunch of different stuff on purpose.
Oh, okay.
He's like, you have people over at your eye tablets, or
Isn't
people
I
at
thought
your
he was
eye
an Apple
laptops.
person? But he
Yeah.
had apples. Okay.
Yeah.
He just, killing the infrastructure from the inside out, or just.
Oh, no, that's why he jokes about it all the time. Because
okay.
he calls them something different almost every time.
Gotcha. That makes sense. How do you feel about one time I'm thinking about getting him those figure 8 braces to help with posture?
Yeah.
Doing a whole show on figure 8 braces. So we just sit like this the whole show.
Probably be best. Look at me.
I know, that's what I was just
Look
thinking.
at me.
I was just sitting like this with you, and I was like, man, our posture. We should just get those braces and just like.
Get a higher table. If I'm going to lean on the table, if I lean right here, it's not so bad. I don't know that if I sit like this.
Table?
If I sit like this, the camera seems too low. Like it seems like it's looking at me from down.
A little
low.
bit. So now we want to get down.
I like to get down to the
get into the
level.
peoples.
That's right.
The
like one of those really annoying waiters that comes over to the table and
he's like
leans on the table. What are we getting today, guys?
Leans on the table. Or do you see where they haunch down? They get like they squat down, so
That's
their
what
arms
I'm
are right
saying.
here. And they're
Yeah.
like, what are we doing today, guys?
You know
how's
what's
it
super
going?
funny though? I do sell like that sometimes because sometimes I'll be helping someone with whatever for so long that we're standing in the same spot that I'll just crouch down and start leaning and talking to them like this. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I'm the squatter, but I'm not. I don't ever squat right off the gate.
When I help people, very rarely now, or when I did before, what happens is they'll be like, "Oh, what can I do with? I need to do this. Oh, I got a perfect thing. Walk over here, crouch down, grab the thing, hand it up to them. That's what you're looking for. Just in case they want to put it back, I'm ready."
Oh,
and
sure.
then they stand and talk, and then 20 minutes later, I'm still squatting, and my thighs are killing me.
The funny ones though is when they squat down with you.
Yeah,
when you
yeah.
squat down to grab
We'll
it, they squat down with you, and you hand it over to them. And you guys just talk squatted.
And we're just squatted there. We both know our thighs are killing us, but neither of us want to stand up.
Sometimes I'm just like, I wonder, and then I stand up, and then they stand up, and I'm like, yep, they're waiting on me.
They're waiting on you. Yep. All right. Good.
I will be the initiator.
We both
here.
give up. I feel like I had a long weekend, but I really didn't.
I feel like I've had no time off
That sucks.
because I've worked for whatever. I mean, 5 days in a row. It's not anything too bad, but
You had today off, right?
well, yeah. But then I woke up today and I was doing chores and stuff all day, and then I went to go finish setting up some Xbox stuff.
Oh.
Got the light behind me, so I was like, I'll load up Metro, dark game, and it was just super glary. And I texted Shay and I was like, can I change this entire room around? She's like, sure. And I was like, okay. And I started doing some stuff like, because I had new HDMI cables I just bought for the Xbox, so it looked all perfect and beautiful and yada yada, all this stuff. Found out my soundbar doesn't have 4K video pass through, so everything I've been putting into my TV's been a lie so far. HDR pass through.
Okay.
So I've been able to see that for sure, but
You've seen the colors, but not the pixels.
yeah, not
I see.
technically. Although I'm sure I wouldn't notice the difference anyway. Really, I mean, 4K is not really the big change, but all the same.
Of course it is. Go on.
Of course it is. It's the colors, man.
It has
The
no
colors,
master.
the colors are what make that difference.
Sure.
Which I was thinking, Brent.
How about you take your colors and go watch, a VHS tape? They got colors too.
Here's what I'll tell you, Brent.
Go ahead.
Lord of the Rings trilogy is like $15 on the Apple TV in HD, not in 4K, of course.
Of course.
If only.
Wonder if there's a release date on that. You keep talking. I'm listening.
But what they did with all of HD movies when they announced they had a 4K box was if you bought it in HD, they gave it to you in 4K. What the fuck is that? You telling me it's coming?
I don't know. We're about to find out. Limited edition, collector's edition, 6-film set.
Nope. 30-disc Blu-ray and DVD. Came out in 2016.
$425. God damn it, I want it. We'll just go over. We'll just hop over so we can see the beautiful thing that this is. Look at that. Look at the books. Oh my God, I want this.
Hokey, it's different with this watch.
Oh my
I switch
God.
it back and forth every once in a while just because I like to, but when you're trying to control it all the time, using your right hands is good thing to do.
Are you right or left-handed?
I'm right-handed.
Well, you want your watch on your other hand then.
That's where it typically is.
That's where it should be.
But he was pointing out last time that it was on my wrong hand.
On your
This
wrong
is
hand.
my right hand.
You want your watch not on your dominant.
dominant.
You want your watch on your non-dominant hand.
I honestly don't think it really matters to. Here, there, wherever. All the same, I started doing that stuff. So I was like, all right, well, if I can't use, here's another thing, Brent.
Okay.
HDMI 3, the ARC port the one that allows me to use HDMI for audio. It's one of my only 4K video ports, but I can't use that to go to the soundbar if the soundbar doesn't have 4K coming from it. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, well, I'll unplug that. I'll use HDMI 2 and 3, which is my Xbox and my Apple TV now. And then I need something for audio. Went to go grab my optical cable. Gave it to Derek because I sold him a soundbar.
Okay.
I was like, fuck, I need one of those. So then I was out buying stuff, needed a lighter, had to do some other light shopping.
Okay.
Then I had to rearrange the whole room. Other issues just started popping up here and there of like, where am I going to put this? I'm going to set this where things just aren't working. Oh, I had it all set up, but I forgot that there's a vent right here, so I can't just set my computer on top of a vent. Like, that's not, I don't know.
If he was also left-handed. See, that's the problem. See, Hoki's wrong. He's wrong-handed in general, so he tells you the wrong hand to put it on.
There were a couple years where I only wrote left-handed. I guess it was actually more of a year, a couple semesters.
It looks like
where I only went left-handed just so I could like learn to be ambidextrous.
Ooh, Hellboy in 4K.
Maybe I should snag that. Well,
that's
let me tell you another
March
great
5th.
thing. Another great thing.
Yep.
Not only can I buy Creed 2 right now, which I haven't done.
Can you? You
but,
can buy it right now, can you?
Yeah.
It comes out March 5th.
Not on digital.
Oh,
I can also buy The Crimes of Grindelwald right now.
Aquaman 4K.
I know. I can't wait. But anyway, look at all these movies.
Godzilla is coming out in 4K.
That's
oh
awesome.
My god.
In a steelbook. That's 98.
Oh my god.
I came out in 98.
Yep. Anyway.
So it took me about 3.5 hours to put it all together after I did all of the prep work. And I have the shelf of movies that's super thin.
Yeah.
So I can't just like scoot the shelf. I had to take all the movies off. And then where I set them after resetting the room a second time is actually where I was going to put the shelf. So I had to move all the movies over, then get the shelf, then load them all up. And the floor, where it like comes up to the actual wall, does a little right at the very end. Little,
the floor does?
The floor does.
Interesting, okay.
Because the floor is like a...
It's not like a
it's
weird...
It's like a linoleum.
Okay. Yeah.
Where
okay.
if you give this 50 years, the edges of my floor would be curling up.
Got it.
I mean, it's a brand new house, so it's not. But all the same, it has a little lift to it.
It
goes right to the wall, but it's just got a little lift.
Right.
So I set the bookshelf on, and it's touching the wall here. It's probably that far away on top. So it's sitting like this. I pulled my level out of my phone, and I was like, oh my god, it isn't level. But I put a movie on, shook the thing as hard as I could, and nothing fell. So I loaded it up with movies. I was like, fuck it. But it's like 7 feet tall, just top to bottom movies and games. So
now, I guess it would kind of make it uneven, but couldn't you just screw the side of the book frame into the wall so it's flush against the wall?
If I was allowed to screw anything into my walls.
You're not allowed to screw anything into the walls.
No.
Not even if you're allowed.
But that's what I went to do though, because we have brackets, and Shay got these nails that the place approved of, like, hey, this is special for your shitty walls with your shitty wallpaper. They'll be able to put those in there, and we can cover them up just fine. So we got those nails, but I can't find those nails or the bracket that I would be putting into the wall.
Gotcha.
So I'm probably gonna fix that. Same thing with put my speakers up.
You have
like,
wallpaper?
It's wallpaper.
Interesting. Okay.
It's kind of like it's weird that it's wallpaper, really. It's like it doesn't have any color to it.
Okay.
Particularly. I mean, it looks just like paint, I guess. But it's something that has texture, like one of those books that looks like it's like made of like different size sheets of paper, parchment. It has that kind of texture all over the wall. It's almost like just texture paper rather than the actual color, but
interesting.
All the same, it is wallpaper. So
I see.
So it's been a hassle fixing all this. Then I sat down. I played a couple games of Apex on Xbox. Got the You Are Champion right. I was like, fuck, I'm the best there ever was.
That's how Xbox makes you feel. It's brilliant.
Which is funny because the game before, I landed in what's next to the Thunderdome? You know,
Market?
Skull something. Skull City, Skull Island, Skull Town, maybe?
I think I actually have a map right on my phone.
I think it's Skull Town. Hokey knows. All the same, I landed there.
Oh, it doesn't have names. Oh, it does. Skulltown?
Yep, Skull Town. I landed there, and
oh, I had Market. I was one over.
You were close. Landed in Skull Town. Just got me and this other guy. The third guy was far away. Didn't land with us at all. Playing with randoms, and we each got 6 kills. and then died, and it had only been like 6 minutes because like everyone seemed to land there.
Yep.
And then the next game, I think total our team must have done 400 damage, 500 damage. We only got the kills that were the last squad, and we won.
Yeah,
So-
there'll be games like that. Yeah.
But it felt good all the same.
Man.
So, but the Xbox, it felt good.
Oh, it feels good.
Hokey, that's what I'm getting at. Hokey texted me yesterday when I was at work, and I was like, hey, you want to hop on Apex with Dion and I? And I was like, we're going to have to talk about this later. Shit's going to hurt you.
We need to have a talk.
Yeah.
Hokey is screaming into the Spider-Verse at us, and I'm guessing this is going to be a long conversation where we sell the world on Xbox. But before that, let's just say this is Pocket Change, talk show we do live on twitch.tv/RealPixel every Monday and Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or around that. You come hang out with us and talk to us, and it's a lot of good times because we give you a penny for your thoughts within our 2 cents. It's a show where we talk about the things we like, the things we dislike, and the things we just can't ignore. So, just like Hokey is right now, he's about to yell at us. We're going to yell at him. It's going to be a good time. We all love each other. You can be part of the action. It's a lot of fun. So, see the bro. It's starting. Hoax. With us, Hokey and Stokes all in once.
No.
Hoax. We're going to get through this. We're going to get through this.
I'm pretty sure.
What? Ever loving.
I'm pretty sure Hokey has an Xbox.
Oh, okay.
So it shouldn't be so bad.
Oh, then we're in. Easy.
The problem is, though, I don't want to say his friends, because they're my friends too, but, you know, we're talking second cousins here.
Mm-hmm.
All of his friends are the ones that are on PlayStation.
You don't need them, Hokey. They're not good. They're not good for you.
Let's just back it up.
We're having an
I'll tell you the
intervention.
story. This isn't
Okay.
a normal Stokes tells a story.
Oh.
There's no event here. This is just the thought process.
I'm going to sit back then for this. You go ahead.
Derek's trying to get a PC, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
He wants to play PC games with the big boys.
The big boys, yeah.
And I'm like, hey, that's cool, man. You should come in. You should come into Best Buy because right now, got the i7 16 gig 2070 iBuy power, $1,350, normally $1,600. Hell of a deal. For the new gen stuff. I was like, it's $300 less than the computer that still only has a 1070 on it in the Alien.
Not an ad. Go ahead.
Hashtag not an ad. Quality computer though. I really do recommend it. But he's like, I don't know, and I'm like, but we got How to Train Your Dragon 3 we can come watch. He wanted to see A Star Is Born. I'm like, hey, let's watch all these movies and we'll get you the PC. And he's like, all right, I'll be there. So he comes down and then he comes in and he's looking at the PCs and he's like, you know, I was talking to Tim on the way here. And I was like, yeah, Tim, as you know, Hammered Fish just got Destiny on PC. He's been playing PC with me.
Yep.
PC Bros for life. And he's like, and we both think we're going to stick with Xbox. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
They heard my rant last time, right? About how Xbox is the people's champ?
No.
They did.
Although,
I got to him, Hokey. Go ahead.
And I was like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? And he's like, Tim's PC, it's just not good. And I was like, I guess that's true. I never thought about that. But remember when we were playing Apex and he couldn't see anything like after 100 feet from him because he couldn't render? It's because he's got like a i5 8 gig and like a 1050 or 1030 or something in just a shitty PC laptop.
A computer that was good 3 years ago, 4 years ago, but not good now, pretty much. Yeah.
Right, but he bought it like last year.
Right.
But it's weird because he played Division on all the same. He doesn't like playing on the laptop. He doesn't want to set up all this stuff. He already has an Xbox. He's committed pretty hard into that. The reason he got the PC was because his Xbox didn't work in Poland where he was stationed. He's in the military.
Okay.
So he then got the PC because it worked. Played his games. But then Derek was like, instead of spending, $1,500 on the PC, especially after Geek Squad and all that.
Right.
And then getting the best gaming monitor I can get, or the one that's like $300, that makes the most sense. And then doing all the accessories like headset, mouse, keyboard, yada. He's like, I'm looking at $2,000. He's like, I think I would rather just buy a brand new Xbox One X and a new 65-inch 4K television.
Okay.
For less and play on that. And he's like, I'm there, Tim's there, Zach and Carly, who are two people that he's actually going to be living with here soon. They play on it. His best friend from college, Michael. And then I have an Xbox. He's like, so all you got to do is just come play with us because we're looking to consolidate figure all this stuff out.
Makes sense.
And I was like, Brent's got an Xbox, this and that. And it was the day that they announced that Game Pass is coming to Switch. And I was like, God.
The people's champ.
I was like, God, Xbox is doing pretty great. And I was like,
Hokey, it is. I love it.
Mine lives at my home. So I did use it today though. I used it for water when I woke up this morning.
It's one of my favorites.
It's really one of the best.
It is. So I use it all the time. It was actually dirty when I poured it in here, but I'm like, I ain't gonna wash it. I'm just gonna use it right now.
Ain't nothing but a thing.
Exactly.
But I've been on this mood of this fidelity mood.
Hey, thank you, Sade's waifu. Thank you for the host.
Thank you for that little toast.
I also picked that gift because of you, just so you know. Because Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey? Yeah, I had to think about what it was.
Mm-hmm.
I've been on this fidelity kick. One of the other things I want to do, play Metro.
Okay.
But I've been between, like, do I get the frames of PC or do I get the HDR of PS4?
Okay.
And I was like, I don't know which one I'm going to get it for.
What?
Does that make you Caesar? That's the... You know that?
No.
That's what, like, when Brutus stabbed Caesar in the back, that's what he whispered. Is that you, Brute?
Oh.
Brutus. Like...
Okay.
That's hilarious. Anyway.
I haven't seen Hail Caesar, so I don't,
Jesus. Honestly, me neither, though. I'd like to.
I'd like to, too. Why did it go off 2 times? Because you're that special. And it may have been a glitch where a thing where it's like, I don't know. You want me to go off again? I'll put it again. Don't tempt me, Shantae. I'll click it again. I don't know why it went off 2 times. I'm sorry. You're trying to consolidate. Xbox announced your Game Pass Switch. Blah, blah, blah.
You've been playing on Xbox a lot with Alec.
Yep.
Hokey's not coming to PC.
Nope.
Everybody else but Hokey, and then the people that Hokey plays with that I also play with, they're on PS4. The ones that he has Dion and I. He's like, hey, you want to play with Dion and I? Mm-hmm. Dion doesn't play games much. He's only started playing because Apex came out. So it's like I can't really count on that.
Great game. Plus,
Derek bought me the Xbox One X.
Wow.
So, I mean, I'm paying him back, of course. In fact, it's already almost paid back entirely because I bought Geek Squad and cables and stuff for him. But all the same, it's just like, it was no hassle on my part. Mm-hmm. And it was only $350. It was $150 off for the system. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. But the other big thing was, right now, before I got the Xbox, I had one of everything. But now that I have the Xbox One X, I have an Xbox One S for Shay, who's like, I really want to get into games too. She already plays with Derek when Derek hops on PlayStation to play like Battlefield or Call of Duty or whatever with her. Mm-hmm. So she's like, hey, I can play if, it's me, Tim, Derek, her. But also now we can take out Tim and sub in Michael, or take out Shay and sub in you, or take out Derek and sub in Alec. And it's like we have so many people on the Xbox side, and it is undoubtedly the better hardware.
Mm-hmm. Better console.
Plus, I get 6 months free of Game Pass. There's just like a lot of reasons that it's like, this isn't a super high cost thing for me to do, but it's also going to let me use my TV and my this and my that better, and play with my buddies. So I don't know. The PlayStation, it's still sitting there. It's still hooked up. I turned it on yesterday.
Right.
So I mean, it's still ready to go.
It's still there, just no one cares,
And especially if Hokey's just like, hey, you want to play Apex? He doesn't have his Xbox set up or whatever. I'll gladly hop on PlayStation and play Apex. Like, doesn't mean shit to me because it's a free game that you start the same every single match. So it's a little different than like Anthem, for instance, which I have had to talk Derek out of like 4 separate times.
Okay.
Like, don't buy Apex for the love of God.
Anthem.
Yep. Anthem. You're right, Anthem. Because we're getting the Division 2. So,
okay.
You getting the Division 2?
Probably not.
Why not?
Well, one, I like when I shoot people, they die.
Okay.
And not just eat bullets over and over and over and over and over and over and over again.
Have you read or seen or witnessed anything? Because that was the biggest complaint from the first game. So they're like, this is how we fixed it.
How'd they fix it?
They made it so there's certain things like on people, like they're like more heavily armored, and you shoot armor off, and then as the armor pops off, it like shows weak spots that like make them like instant die, like a normal. character would. Their big thing was we want enemies to be less bullet spongy. So
that would be good. Nothing about the Division games ever spoke to me. It just seems like a lot of running around and collecting things for no reason. Just fine. Just not for me.
I'm very excited for it. Are you digging on Anthem?
No.
Okay.
I already played Destiny.
It's nothing like Destiny.
I already played
it's just
Destiny.
worse.
It's a looter shooter. I played Destiny.
Just give me Borderlands, you know what I mean?
I'm thinking just give me Halo Infinite is what I'm thinking.
What's the next game you're looking forward to?
The next game I'm looking forward to? Probably
maybe multiplayer, I'll say. That way it affects me.
Multiplayer?
Were you going to say Rage 2?
No, I was originally going to say the Control game.
Oh, yeah.
But then also before that, it was going to be a Cuphead DLC.
Maybe.
Did they pull that? Or like if
we just don't know when it's coming.
Yeah, well,
like,
yeah.
Maybe it's first, maybe it's second.
Yeah. And then other than that, I'm actually looking forward more to going like back to games. I gotta finish Kingdom Hearts 3, which I didn't get to.
Right.
I want to go back and I started Dark Souls 2. I'm ready to play more of that. I want to play a ton more Apex. Like, because right now I play Apex, I play a couple matches and I stop. Play a couple matches. I would really like to play it.
Apex, I think.
Yeah.
What level are you in there?
27, 28 or something.
You're pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, in terms of level.
Level, yeah. I'm not.
I've so far split my time into two systems, and now I'm on my third.
Like PC, I'm at like 14, and Xbox, I'm at like 27. So it's only split between two. But yeah, and also just because like I'll play a few matches, and then I'll be like, I need to get off, spend time with the girlfriend while she's in town. Then I'll get back on maybe tomorrow, or maybe she's busy. Then I can really play. But
yeah, it's funny. I'm going to be doing the same because yesterday Shay and I we played maybe like 20% of Halo.
Okay.
So when I get home today, we're playing Halo. Yeah. She doesn't remember all the campaigns all that much, so we're going through just playing all of them.
That makes sense.
So,
it's a long time, and people have forgotten about it.
It's another thing that it's like, oh, now we can do split screen co-op, and especially even when it comes to like something like Game Share. I can just buy Division once, and then she'll be able to play the Division with me.
Yep.
Which will be lovely. She's pretty excited for it, too.
So, what this is all, like, just nailing home the point. Xbox is better.
I think having a second console in my house is what we needed. It's just that the second console is an Xbox.
You can deny all you want. It's okay. Your words speak enough. Your feelings will follow.
That's okay. We'll see. This year's got a lot in store for
play
everybody.
If you build it, he will come. Don't worry. Shanti, you haven't touched Apex yet? You really should.
It's free.
It's free?
It's free.
Which is the best price. 2,
it's my money.
Use it when you need it. It's just really...
It's my money and I need it now.
And then also
it's your money.
Use it when you need it.
Use it when you need it. But I said... It's my money.
But I can't say I need it now because it's your money.
I think you could.
Okay, well, it's a great. Apex is, I think, hands down the best battle royale out. I think like much like fashion is never finished, the battle royale genre will never be perfected because there will always be something new that kind of changes it up, mixes it up. But right now, I think Apex is top dog. And it's really awesome.
It's so smooth.
It's very smooth.
Sounds so good.
Sounds good. Feels good.
Which reminds me, I accidentally set my speakers up backwards.
Okay.
Where I had someone run past me on my right, and I turned, and there was no one. I looked, and they were flying by my left. And I was like, fuck.
That's
Which wouldn't be wearing a headset normally. It's
installed, just have not played it yet. Well, find some time. Sit with it. I'm guessing the first couple matches may go quite poorly for you. It just feels good.
Yeah.
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 It's interesting because when I first heard about this game, I was like, oh my god, this is coming. Alec, we've got a new Battle Royale to play. Probably no one else will give a shit because everyone else was kind of sick of Battle Royales.
They're stuck on Fortnite.
Right, and Titanfall never hit popularity. And it was like a Titanfall.
It's funny.
So I was like, I'm ready.
I loaded the game up because it was number one downloaded game on Xbox right now. So when I read down, I was like, oh, that's great. And then it was actually Realm Royale second, Fortnite third.
Oh, that's interesting.
Which I made a comment of, but Derek made a point. He's like, well, it's just interesting. But all the same, Derek made a point of like, it's probably in like the last week or two. Who needs to download Fortnite in the last week or two? Like, it's already been downloaded. Realm Royale is new. I was like, that's a good point. That's a good point. All the same.
And also, Fortnite sucks.
Loaded it up. Saw Respawn on there, and I thought to myself, I was like, man, these fuckers deserve it.
Right?
Like, they earned it.
They earned it. I mean, really, they actually have been owed. This is like finally the Revenant coming out with Leo, but Titanfall 2 was their fucking Wolf of Wall Street, and their Titanfall 1, it's like, Leo's deserved the Oscar for a while. We just had to finally give it to them, and this is Respawn finally getting their comeuppance on all the good games they've made. You know? Mm-hmm. The first Titanfall came out. It was great. People are like, where's a campaign? I want a campaign, blah, blah, blah. They come out with Titanfall 2, which is also great and has a great campaign. They're like, here, we gave you what you want, and we knocked it out of the park. People still didn't play it. Finally, they make a game that people want to play.
And they're like, who gives a fuck about that? I got Battlefield 1 already.
Yeah, exactly. So, speaking of Fortnite and stuff, I clicked on a video of someone playing Fortnite, and I saw something, and I've never wanted to play a game less than seeing somebody on a hoverboard in Fortnite.
Was it Ninja?
I don't know. It was.
I've seen shit that Ninja has been doing on because I follow him on Instagram and he posts clips. Some of the stuff I see on that, I'm like, can you imagine getting shot like that, like having that kill you? I'm like, I can't, because I would uninstall. I'd be like, there's nothing I can do
I did
anymore.
see a clip of him where he like flies, and he does a backflip, and in his backflip he snipes somebody and it's knocked, and I'm like,
that's what I'm saying.
Why would I've never wanted to touch a game less than this moment. And also, which was really weird, is with the hoverboard in Fortnite, it honestly took me back to that other battle royale that we can never remember the name, Radical Heights, because it had like bright colors and the bikes, and I was like, wow, it's like real. And I think the skin he was wearing at the time was like almost like disco, like neon color light. I was like, this is so weird that it reminds me of that game that completely failed. It's just interesting.
Tragic.
But yeah, I'm like,
Boss
Fortnite,
Key giving it their all.
They tried.
Someone's got to try.
Right? But yeah, Fortnite, a lot of people like it.
A lot of people like it.
But I officially got to a point.
It's funny because I go to Meijer all the time.
Yep.
Probably once every 2 days. Mm-hmm. Just because I feel I grab things in ones and twos rather than all at once. Mm-hmm. And I was in there one of the days, and I saw at the checkout they had a new magazine. It was from like the Hollywood Reporter or something. It was like a normal tabloid style magazine, but on the front it said Fortnite, the most popular game in the world, or whatever it said. And I looked at that and I was like, Apex has been on top for the last like 2 weeks, and the magazine's still come out. I'm just like, it's kind of funny that Fortnite is still the name of everything, but really it's kind of like everyone's kind of jumped to Apex.
Right. Yeah.
But people who are trying to report on it aren't people who play those games, so they're just like, Fortnite's still cool.
Here's
my
another 12-year-old thing talking about Fortnite all the time.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that's one thing. The first thing I laughed, I got onto Apex. The first guy I play with that's got a mic, he's a squeaker.
Okay.
And I was like, fucking Xbox. That was my mind. I was like, I'm picturing every 12-year-old I've ever sold an Xbox to. Uh-huh. And we land, and he lands on the ship, which I love to do, but there's like
solid.
It was a hot drop. The ship was right under us.
Oh,
ton of people there. So I grabbed a bunch of stuff, and like no one's right where I'm at, but he's like, "What the fuck, bro?" And it's just him and I. Except he's like, "What the fuck, bro? You took my ammo." So I dropped the ammo, and he's like, "Thanks, faggot." And I'm just like, "Dude, what are you talking about?" But then like, but then I go and I'm like, we're fighting or whatever. He's getting hurt, so he gets downed. Actually, jumps off the ship. So I jump off to go rescue him. But someone else, the guy that killed him, jumped off too. He's like, "Oh my god, they're gonna thirst me! They're gonna." He just started screaming, and then before he even got thirsted, he just disconnected. And I was like, "Why are people like this?" Second game, same thing. The guy didn't do like the same scenario, but it was the same like asshole squeaker. And I was like, "What's going on?
That's weird.
Who are these people?"
I've never had.
And I was just like I understand that this isn't for real, like what Xbox only is. But I was like, if I were a different person, I would like be so pissed at the system that is Xbox right now because of the people I've played with.
12-year-olds are mean.
12-year-olds are mean.
It's funny because I don't run into young kids on Xbox ever. It's always like old guys, not old guys, like either between 20 or 30, 20 to 40, that age range, and they're usually in a room talking to somebody else that isn't playing.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
So they'll be dropping and they'll get down, and me and Alec will be playing, and we're like shooing or whatever, and we hear them. See, these guys aren't even coming after me. This is what I'm talking about. People don't know how to be in a squad in this game. That's why this game won't work. It just doesn't make sense. And me and Alec are like killing people, running over, picking him up, then shooting, slaying. We pick him up, and he's like, see, then they finally come and get me, and we each have like 4 kills, and he's got nothing. And I'm like, you're not even paying attention. It drives me crazy. Oh, man.
People do that. People do that.
But yeah, it's really funny. But yeah, I never run into kids as much anymore. I guess most of the time I'm on a party where I just ignore everybody. Because fuck them, you know? There's a ping system in that game for a reason.
Well, yeah, when you're in a party, but it was just me using speakers just to test them out.
Oh, hi, P-Stabs. Oh, hi, P-Stabs. So let's start every show as we do, about 30 minutes in, with what we viewed in review. Stokes, you got a ton of stuff. I've yet to watch really anything, so... I've watched a little bit more Umbrella Academy, but I haven't finished it, so I want to wait till I finish it to give a full review of it. I've gone back through all of Newsroom, which we all know is the perfect show, and that's about it. Hey, Flamed! You can start without me then. Of course not, P-Stabs. We'll wait for you.
That was Flamed.
Oh, I see, yeah.
That long hey I gave.
Good impression. So we'll run down the list. I almost went and saw the first one.
How to Train Your Dragon 3.
Almost went and saw that. Decided to stay home, watch some episodes of the Newsroom.
Oh!
Why did it cut off the name?
Did it?
Yeah, it didn't have the name up there for some reason. And it double alerted. I wonder if the alerts are fucked up. Because it double alerted earlier.
Don't worry about it.
Cleric, thank you so much for the sub.
Right
no. Appreciate it. Cleric, I know it's you. You know it's you. And everyone else knows it's you now because I said it. That's what matters.
That's right.
Flame new Xboxes? Oh. We'll see.
Yeah. How to Train Your Dragon 3. Great movie.
Cool.
Better than 1 and 2, in my opinion.
Ooh.
Beautiful colors.
Ooh.
I like it a lot.
Ooh. Did you read the book series?
Not even a little bit.
Okay, never mind.
Not even a little bit. Shay did.
Does it end where the book series starts then?
She didn't mention that.
Okay.
So I don't know.
All right. Moving on.
Quick Interesting and easy. Thing, though. Most of the promo... This isn't a spoiler of any sort. Most of the promo material is him with a beard. He has a beard for about 2 minutes at the end of the movie.
This is the thing, is most of the trailers don't have him in a beard. But the shipper at Best Buy has him in a beard. Every, like, printed thing has him in a beard. None of the trailers do.
He has a beard for a couple bits in the trailers.
Oh, does he? I never noticed.
But all of those couple bits are from the 2 minutes at the end of the film.
Okay.
Because we got to the end and they were wrapping stuff up and I was like, my man still hasn't had a beard. Like I thought the whole time. I was like, what the hell? But it's kind of weird that they chose to do that. The way
it's weird.
Like I don't know.
I like him with the beard.
I saw A Star Is Born a second time. Not nearly as good as it was the first time.
I believe that.
It's a much better theater experience because of the audio. It's very audio driven.
I did see something. I'm sorry, I forgot. I do have to review something. Go on. Star Is Born, yes. You saw it a second time. Not as good. Go on. I forgot.
Still a good movie. But after watching it a second time, I was like, I don't think it could have won or should have won most of the stuff it did.
Got it.
Bradley Cooper was still great, though.
Okay, good.
Give or take his character or the movie, he acted well. And then, I guess, directed fairly well. I'm just going to run through it. Metro Exodus. Gorgeous.
Beautiful.
I'm barely any way into it, but I'm really grabbing the story.
But it's pretty. You like it. You're loving it.
The combat's a little, I don't know, clunky.
Okay.
But it's because it's a game where they can be like, they're like, you can shoot if you want. You only got 8 rounds, though.
I see.
So it's kind of like, our shooting isn't really that great, but really, is that what the game's about? And it's not. So, I don't know.
Got it.
I don't really mind. They don't really want you shooting a whole lot. And even when you do shoot, there's 4 enemies in the whole map. Right. At a given time. It's not just like Destiny. So
or like Gears or something.
Right. Which I played.
You were playing a little bit.
I told you that?
Yeah. I work real quick. You say you were playing Gears 4.
Oh, yeah. And Shay's really excited to play through the Gears games, which has me excited because I don't remember 3 at all. And 1 and 2 are just amazing.
I'd never finished Judgment.
I didn't even start Judgment. I don't give a fuck about that one.
Doesn't look as good as it did at E3. Same as Anthem. I played Destiny by myself yesterday.
Look as good as it did.
I'm sorry, P-Stabs.
Metro? That's a fucking lie. At least on an Xbox One X. Shit's perfect. It has crashed on me twice. So
perfect may be the wrong word.
Well, but I mean, when it functions, it's when we're talking beauty. I mean, that has nothing to do with functionality of the game.
But I did parts of the quest without a lot of troubles.
Without a lot of troubles.
That's good, P-Stabs.
Every mission has their troubles, I suppose. Crackdown 3.
Also see you platted.
Detroit.
Detroit. Thank you. Congrats.
That's right.
I'm proud of you.
Platinums, love them. A godsend, really.
If only there was one way to accumulate all those into one place with other achievements.
It's funny, I thought about that because I was like, what's the point? Because in my mind, I've kind of switched already. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm already there. But I'm just like, why the fuck would I want to get 1,000 gamer score? Like, I don't get anything for it.
Right.
I just see 100% complete. I'm like, oh. And then I was like, but if I got a star.
But if you got a star. My friend has an Xbox One X, and he said it doesn't look as good as it did at E3.
An Xbox One X plugged into your everyday PC monitor doesn't look good. I got it on a fucking Sony 900E. Shit's gorgeous. I got a $80 HDMI cable hooked up to it, Brent.
You didn't pay $80 though, right? No, of course not. Yeah, right. Of course not. But
yes. $22 HDMI cable, Brent.
Valued at $80.
Valued at $80.
Yeah, you're like Frank and Mike in American Pickers. You bought it for $22, but it's valued for $80.
Frank and Mike. We could be a good Frank and Mike.
Oh yeah,
I can see it.
100%.
We're like the second cousins of Frank and Mike.
Exactly. That's a good gift out. Please buy and mail me things.
Just let me know, P-Stabs. Just let me know. I need the address. You got Venmo? You got Cash App? Hit me up with something. I got Apple Pay. Heck, I got a Square Reader. Mail me your card and I'll swipe it for you. And then I'll mail it back. PayPal. Well, PayPal's slow. That's why I don't use it.
That's true.
I have it, though.
I like PayPal.
I have it. It's just...
I use all of them.
I would prefer anything else because it's instant.
Write down right here real quick. After this, I have an idea for another app that may be possible, may not. I don't know. It might be good. It might not be good. We'll see.
Should I give like a keyword?
Nope. I will remember it.
I will remember you.
I will remember you. Okay. So Crackdown 3.
Crackdown 3, trash game.
Okay.
There are parts of it where I'm like, that was kind of fun, but you can't aim freely. It only locks on to aim. Why the fuck is that real?
Interesting. I want an app that links all of my other apps together and then gives me a P-Stabs is so awesome at video game score. I can see that.
Who wants that?
Go on. Go on. Trash game.
Trash game doesn't lock on well.
Okay.
But it only locks on. And when you're locked onto something, it like you go to like slap to like move to somebody else, it won't. You have to
Ooh.
Awful. The world is lifeless.
Okay.
The driving is terrible. You're driving. There's some races I tried doing because this game it was like I don't know why, but it was only like 100 megs to download. It was like nothing at all. So I downloaded that first. It was the first thing I downloaded on the Xbox because I wanted to play something that night. Gears was my next choice. 120 gigs.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm gonna do Crackdown first.
There's some big boys.
So I hit the curb, fucking flipped me over, and I was like, this is ridiculous. Every time you hit the curve, it just throws you all over the place. And I was like, I can't even drive in this.
But you play as Tiny Terry Crews.
Orbs. He's a pretty big guy.
Well, yeah, but at the beginning he's tiny, and then he gets big as you get orbs.
Right.
So he's Tiny Terry Crews, and he gets big Terry Crews.
That's right.
He's like Brooklyn Nine-Nine Terry Crews, and then you can become Gamer Terry Crews. You know, it's like he's got blood on my hands. I squished his head. And Gamer, remember him?
Yeah.
Okay, go on. Crackdown 3 is disappointed. Not as bad because it's on Game Pass, says Flamed. I Be Retro says, I still enjoy the original Crackdown.
Crackdown 1? 2 was okay. It's like they started high and got worse. Crackdown 1 is good.
I got stabbed in my eye with my eyelash. So I might be blind in that eye for the rest of the night.
You seem to be alright.
Is it
but
good?
Game Pass makes it still not worth it.
Oh, okay.
I literally deleted it. I was like, I'm not playing this ever again.
Okay.
So, you can forget that game.
Forget about it.
Flame. You're blowing your wad too early. Who are these people?
I don't know.
Anyway.
I'm going to call you.
And then I will remember.
That's my ringtone. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, now it's awkward.
What the hell?
Xbox Game Pass on Switch. We'll get there, Flamed.
All right,
We're
I'm going to jump to it.
We're going.
I was setting stuff up today. Got real scared, Brent. I got
Okay.
real scared because I was like, Brent might be right. And that scared me. I had everything set up on my TV.
Hey, thanks for the host, B-Stabs.
Everything set up on my TV. And I was like, you know what? I'm moving my PC desk now. I'm moving video game stuff. Moving the couch, TV, and the home entertainment system. All set up. I like where it's at. So I just was like, Netflix, show me something 4K. Because like I said, I'm digging the fidelity right now.
Right.
So I went to their originals. I saw the documentary about Lady Gaga. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Clicked it.
Okay.
That's the 5'2". It's
that's
a
the
longer
show?
title,
Okay.
but I don't remember the whole title because I just
Got it.
barely really watched it, but love it. I love
Okay.
Lady Gaga more just from the first little bit I saw. But here's the scary thing that happened.
What?
I was like moving my desk and stuff, and then it just stopped. And I was like, I had just passed the TV, so I was like, did I bump the remote?
Flame, thanks for the host. Look at all the hosts. Thank you so much, guys. Go.
I was like, did I bump the remote or something?
Right.
Because I was wearing my watch. I was like, did I fucking hit pause?
It's
on my-
always- yeah.
So I'm just like, what happened? So I pick up the remote, and I hit play, and it doesn't do anything. And there's a spinning wheel on the bottom left. And I was like, is my Apple TV buffering right now?
Probably.
And I was like, oh my God, Brent's right. And then I was like, I just unplugged the router. And I was like, oh, thank God. I was like, Brent, that I was less scared that like, oh, the Apple TV buffers, and more that Brent told me it would buffer, and I told him it wouldn't, and it is. That was what I was scared of. But it only happened because of the
Sure it did.
because I unplugged it, and I was like, oh, thank God. It was a scary time, scary dark time. You watched something.
I did watch
Something about
something.
audio.
We talked about it before. I watched Frozen. Because we talked about how we watched the trailer. I hadn't seen the first
Sure.
one. How could I judge without seeing it?
What's that got to do about audio?
I don't know. What was about audio?
Well, I was talking about How to Train Your Dragon, or no, Star is Born was a great thing to see in theaters because the audio is so great, and you're like,
Oh, that movie has singing. Frozen had singing. That was the
Okay.
thought process. I saw Frozen.
let it go. Oh, there it is.
Let it go. If you take Olaf out of that movie and also make it about 40 minutes longer,
Longer.
yeah.
Is it a short film?
No, but it's a Disney animated movie, so they're like, hey,
An hour and a half
let's
even?
go. Oh, here's the problem, solution, wrap it up, let's go home. You know,
Sure.
if we could get some character development, if like
Maybe
stuff
character
like that.
development's coming.
Exactly.
Now the exposition's
exactly.
gone.
Exactly. But if you take Olaf out,
You do,
Olaf,
and you
I'd-
add 40 minutes short, then what?
It's a
I don't
good
know if
movie.
You can do that to a snowman.
It's a good movie.
I don't think you can shoot a snowman.
Well, at one point he starts to melt, and I'm like, thank God. And then Elsa saves him, and I'm like, fuck. That means he's gonna be in the next one. Because like the plot of the movie has got little points that they hit, and I get them hitting those points, and I'm like, oh, I
The
see what you did.
beats, as they
I
say.
see what you did there. See what you did there. But they happen so fucking fast, and these are, I think, pretty strong points to make, especially in this day and age. But they hit them so fucking
Well, I haven't seen
fast
Frozen, so I can't speak to it.
that they get to the end, and I'm like, oh, I see what you did there. But I wish I had like bought more into this idea to begin with for you to give me the twist. Of course, it's a kids movie, so I shouldn't be waiting for the twist, But they hit me with the twist at the end. I was like, oh, I wish I was more invested in this before I got to this point, so this point was more prevalent with me. But I like what you did.
Interesting. Should I
But
watch it?
Sure. The hard part is
Sure.
the hardest part is every song has been cliched to hell. So every time one starts up, you're just like, oh, here's where the song fits in. Oh, this is where they do this song. And then if you've watched the Honest trailers too many times, you start singing those lyrics instead of what the lyrics are supposed
not
to be.
watched that
So, woohoo, big summer blowout. Best character. So, what did you call me? I say watch it. but just be aware it probably would have been more impactful and better if you'd watched at the beginning when it came out. Now it's hard.
Why?
Because it's become a meme. You know?
I don't follow TikTok like you. I'm not as up to date on the memes.
I mean, Frozen was a meme like 3 years ago.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Okay. It was fine. I wish it was longer, more serious, because I thought the story that they had was actually stronger as a more adult film than an animated film. But it was an animated film, so it kind of goes weak in some points, but still enjoyable. Uh-huh. And they really kind of jump over explanations for things. Like they're magic trolls. Cool. What? I don't know why.
Cool.
Like it seems like a 100% normal world. Like they're talking about trade agreements and different countries and like it's like a normal world, and they go in the woods. Trolls, magic trolls, cool. I guess that's a thing.
Yeah.
Hey, Elsa, you can control snow and create sentient life. Why? No one knows. No one knows. But apparently in the second one, you have trouble freezing water. I mean,
really good looking water.
Right? Really good looking water, but you have a problem freezing that. But you're able to go, there's a living creature. Anyway.
Maybe she should have an army of icemen go fight the ocean.
Well, this is also what I realized. Watching Frozen.
Yeah.
Frozen is Game of Thrones. Elsa is the Night King. She literally brings winter and cascades, whatever that world's called, I can't remember the name of.
Sure. Middle Earth.
Covers in snow and creates sentient snow creatures. One being bad and one being good, but creates sentient snow creatures and casts the world in snow. Okay?
I mean, yeah.
Then you've got like...
Are you ready for Game of Thrones?
No, because I want to rewatch the last season before I get there. But I still had like another month, so I wasn't going to get too prepared and then fall off again. And, you know, I want the hype to lead into it.
Pretty excited.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited.
Maybe Elsa has to talk with Aunt May in the second one. I believe there's a hero in all of us.
And I weep. That's my cue to start crying. God, I love those
You're not
movies.
Superman, you know.
I love them. All of them.
Those eyes! Those yellow eyes! Oh, God. God, Spider-Man's the fucking best. Anyway.
Speaking of Spider-Man being the best,
yeah,
it literally won Best Animated Feature. But we'll get back to that.
We'll get back to that. Actually, where do you want to go next? You want to hit?
No, we gotta get to Game Pass, or Flamed is gonna jump to the screen.
Got it.
Which would be kind of cool to meet Flamed. I'd be kind of pissed laying on this
table.
Like, bad for his everything.
Yeah,
it's not
really
really
dangerous. Yeah. So where do you want to go? What do you just want to go down the list, or start with where? Start there.
Go backwards.
Okay. Game Pass. Flamed, don't you ever be sorry.
Sorry? Sorry for what?
Don't.
Like I said,
don't you ever apologize to this
it'd
man.
be cool.
Okay. P-Stabs, meet up, win. I don't know what that means.
What? I think for the Game of Thrones finale, maybe.
Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Game
By
Pass.
then winter will be gone. You can drive here.
Coming to Switch. Is it still maybe, or is it 100%?
89%.
It's pretty much confirmed, but not confirmed.
That's right.
That's what we're gonna say. Soaks has forgotten the plan already. Sad panda.
No, I have not.
Okay. Sup, peeps. Hello, Introspect. Game Pass.
I don't know why sup made me think like, Sada. But hello.
Game Pass, pretty much confirmed coming to Switch, which is very, very exciting news.
It's too fucking exciting.
Maybe, I'm just going to say it, Xbox heard my rant on the last talk show and knew they had to become the people's champ.
You know how I know?
That they know they are.
You know how I know they heard us?
How?
Because they confirmed one thing for this. They confirmed it.
What's up?
Ori 2 for the Switch. Like I said, you're like, what would you bring to the Switch? You said Cuphead. I was like, probably Ori.
I'm telling you, man.
And they're like, give it
They're
to
out
him.
there listening.
They're like, if we give him Ori, he'll come buy an Xbox One.
And then look what happens. Introspect, what up? What is up? Hello. Hi. Sup. How's it going? How's it hanging? What's new? What's exciting?
Sayonara.
What's going on?
No.
I couldn't think of any more fast.
Yeah.
But yes, Game
I said
Pass on
rose goodbye.
Switch.
Oh, hi.
So, hi. Game Pass on Switch is exciting. Now, they said most reports are saying that most of the games are going to have to be streaming instead of just
100%.
Obviously.
I would expect that. If you told me I could download Halo 5 onto my Switch, I'd be really confused, honestly.
Now, they said Game Pass. Does that mean first-party games? Like, is it going to limit Game Pass, or is it going to actually think...
Game Pass.
Oh, my God. That's so
And especially because it's streaming, at what point do you cut it off?
Exactly.
You know? And I bet you no one would be mad if you streamed the Xbox One S version of this to the version. I mean, they're only streaming it in max 720p anyway, so...
How long after this confirmation until they go, your Xbox controller will work on the Switch? It does?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I use my DualShock 4 on my Switch.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I guess I didn't realize that. It's also probably because I use the Razer controller, and so that's not going to work on the Switch.
No, it will. Any Bluetooth, any Bluetooth controller. Any.
I don't know if the Razer controller is Bluetooth, or I broke it. Because it doesn't charge anymore.
It absolutely is. Well, I don't know about that. You might have broke it then. That has nothing to do with Bluetooth. Exactly. But you can do the wireless... Yeah, right there, 8-bit dude. That's the one that I have, but...
Oh, so it doesn't work natively. You have to get an adapter.
Well, that's because they don't accept any controller unless it's wired or made by Nintendo in that way. So then the blue, or I guess licensed by, if it's the GameCube one. But,
okay.
But the system doesn't have Bluetooth in it.
Okay, so I wasn't
crazy. But it doesn't. So all it does is say, hey, make the Bluetooth available for anything, and then any Bluetooth controller will work. Okay. You can get, like I was saying, like the wireless NES controllers and use that if you wanted.
Got it. See, I thought I was insane when you were
like...
It's
funny because they're doing that. They made those. The ones that you slide on. I don't mean those. I could maybe wireless SNES controllers. Then.
Got it. I thought I was really behind. I thought you literally were like, oh, I pick up my DualShock and it just connects and you're playing. You had to get an adapter, which, okay.
But it still is wireless.
Yeah, but...
the adapter was $15.
What I meant was like... Hey, these will natively begin to work.
All the same. I guess maybe they would just unlock that Bluetooth functionality, but that's wouldn't be for Xbox, it'd be for everyone, but all the same, it'd still be pretty cool.
It would be cool. Okay.
Playing Smash on a Duke. What do you think?
No, you got a GameCube controller for Smash.
You're like, why the fuck would I do that?
But
that's okay.
Just so many man. Xbox wired controller might work. Ooh.
I mean, there's all USB stuff, so maybe you could even wire in.
Maybe I can wire my Razer.
Oh yeah, Razer X Wildcat.
Yeah,
that's right. Cool. Or Razer X Mad Cats. Maybe.
That's sweet.
But that's exciting because you know what else is happening. I think it is March 10th. I want to say. I don't know. Sometime around there. Sometime around Mario Day. Is when Google's doing their announcement for their game stuff. Have you seen that?
Yeah,
because they're focusing on a streaming platform too. So if Xbox comes out and say, "Hey, Project X Cloud is dope," and then Google comes out and says, "Yo, Google streaming's pretty dope too," PlayStation's getting left in the dust.
They will,
which makes me sad.
Just think of the conversation now. It's like, "Hey, what console should my kid get?" It's like, "Well, you want to play Xbox games because you can play those on your Xbox, your Switch, and your PC." You want PlayStation games? Well, you have to get the PlayStation. Well, can I play anything else on the PlayStation? Well, no. Can you play with other people on the PlayStation? Well, no. Why? Because PlayStation is all by themselves in their little camp.
Crossplay.
Yeah.
I was like, you can play with other people.
No, just because they're in their little camp. They're on they're going like Greg Miller had the Vita Island. Now it's gonna be a whole PlayStation Island all by themselves, surrounded by everyone else. PlayStation's gonna have the island where they wanted to throw Fire Festival. It's all run down and beat up. That's where PlayStation is gonna be left, and everyone else.
I'm gonna open up my little lunch pail and it'll be God of War with a slice of cheese on top.
Yep. Look, we make games. They're good games, and just be like that. I wish I could use my Xbox controller on my PlayStation. That would be cool. Also, no PlayStation A3. Exactly.
I know.
And
radio silent.
They're going quiet now. One of two ways. One, they don't have anything to announce, or they're trying to come back from Game Pass this or xCloud and Google, and like they're trying to figure out how they're gonna get into that market. So they're like, oh, we don't have anything to announce. Let's pull back. Let's figure it out. Let's do our own thing.
Re-strategize.
Or they're getting ready to announce PS5, or
I just don't believe that. Even if Xbox comes out, remember like the whole we have a system coming.
Yeah.
If say what would that be? June is when E3 typically is.
I believe so. June or July.
I'm pretty sure it's June.
Okay.
Pretty sure it's like June 10th.
Okay.
June happens, and they're like, "Hey, Project Scarlet is a thing. Here's what it is: 7 teraflops instead of whatever it is. It wouldn't be coming out until holiday 2020 if we were to follow just the Scorpio's path, which was June into November of the next year. So it's something where I'm kind of like, getting a system now still makes sense to me. But for people who are really hoping that the Xbox is coming out this year, I just don't believe it.
Now, see, this is the thing, though. So, moving on to the next thing we have is new Xbox consoles. We'll just go over their material coverage so you can look at what we're looking at.
Read along.
It's this is from The Verge.
Maybe zoom in on it a little bit.
Yeah. There we go.
Cool.
Talking about what you said, Flame, Sony's not available on PlayStation. But a French gaming news outlet talked about how Xbox has got 2 new consoles coming out. I forget the one code name, but the second one was Anaconda, which I thought was funny. Yeah, Lockhart.
Not Scarlet, huh?
Lockhart is supposedly codenamed Scarlet. So.
Oh, Lockhart is Scarlet.
Yes. So what it is there's 2 different consoles coming out currently.
Oh wait. So the 2 consoles is codenamed Scarlet. That's what it says right there.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Under a new 2 console development strategy. Okay, so that's interesting because I thought Scarlet was like the system, and then there's going to be another one.
My Anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, son. Baby got back, says Peace Tabs. But they're taking that idea of the Xbox One S and the Xbox One X, the good and the better, and the approach, and apply it to the new generation as well, which is pretty much what they're saying is the Lockhart, which is going to be the single unit, smaller unit, no disc tray, streams games, downloads games, plays on TV. Then they've got the Anaconda, which is their bigger, beefier system that's got the disc tray. It's going to do the full 4K. Pretty much be a more traditional console that we're seeing already.
Why it's interesting because what those 2 systems for you? What do they look like? What does the 1S equivalent look like to you? Because you kind of ran through it quickly there, but like, what does it actually look
in my
like?
Head, it looks probably something like
not physically, I suppose.
Oh, okay.
But I guess if you have that in mind.
Well, I was thinking like something like an Apple TV, a box that's just small, out of the way, that can just Bluetooth through controller.
Sure.
They're both going to be solid state drives as well, which is exciting.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
This is very
probably
cool.
going to bump the price just a little bit, but
bump the price a little bit.
Okay. I mean, the price is already going to be high enough.
Yep.
It's probably going to start. I guess this one being like a stream box, probably 300, 350.
Probably, I could see that.
So, the one thing though, does that because you can download stuff to it, especially if it has an SSD. Download stuff to it. It would still play in 4K in my mind.
Why would it not say that?
I mean,
the article
it's tough because 4K HDR and all that stuff, but processing and downloading and everything like that. But what's the difference between the S and the X is like in this next generation would be download only, disc tray available is like my one thing.
Well, I think the smaller one will be, it probably won't do the full 4K is what I'm thinking. It's just going to be, because people still haven't adopted the 4K because all you fools out there are still buying DVDs, you know.
But I mean, when it comes to the processing of something different between HD and 4K, the most I've ever seen it on something that streams is $40 difference.
Well, again, streaming is not the true 4K coming in is the problem, you know.
Well, sure, but even if you were to download something that can do one versus the other, what's that price difference look like? I mean, are you trying to build a bigger gap between your S and your X, or like close it in so that it's like a disc or not? And then like, what other benefits would there be?
Will the games be backwards compatible? P-Stabs, most likely, because with the success of Game Pass,
100%,
they're going to want Game Pass still available on the next console. No matter which one you get, they're going to want you to be able to play the Game Pass. Especially if they're like, hey, Switch, grab Game Pass as well. They're going to want to keep going. When I bought the X, I wasn't expecting that I would be buying a new console again anytime soon, said Flamed.
When did you get the X, Flamed? Also, I just bought an X 3 days ago. 2 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
I did it. So, I don't know. I only paid $350 for it because I got a good deal on it. But
when are these new ones? P-Stabs, these new ones are still just rumors. It's a leak. Info from a French magazine saying that they're going to be announced at E3.
And like I said, announced at E3, holiday 2020, earliest IMO.
Right. And on top of that, even if they weren't planning on E3, if they were on the fence, PlayStation saying not coming to E3, I would be pushing that announcement to just rule E3 with announcement of new consoles, with PlayStation not showing up, and announce Switch and Game Pass. So it's not even like you're fighting with Switch. You're like, hey, we're buddy. Like, this whole conference, we're all friends here. You know why? Because PlayStation's on their fucking island all by themselves, not wanting to be part of everything. Xbox becomes champion of the world. We burn all PlayStation, forget it ever existed. Sony's out. Everyone's happy. It's exciting. It's a good time.
Jesus.
So, other rumors, Anaconda containing a solid-state drive and the lower-end Lockhart potentially coming in a diskless variant to complement xCloud alongside the new digital initiative that would let consumers transfer over physical libraries.
Ooh.
That'd be cool.
That would be pretty dope.
Mm-hmm.
Something that, like, lets that happen for you. That could be cool.
And on top of that,
that could be
the
really
rumors
cool.
are also saying Halo Infinite will be a launch title with these two units, which is why I hope your suggestion of Holiday 2020 is completely wrong.
And that it's this holiday?
Well, what I'm thinking now, looking at this option, what if they go, okay, Anaconda, whatever they end up calling it, because I'm guessing it can't be called Xbox Anaconda. There's no way they're going to release that console, right?
What would you
If
do?
it is, awesome, but there's just no way.
There's going to be a
no
lot
way,
of Owen Wilson references.
100%. But they go, okay, Anaconda, that's Holiday 2020, or even Holiday 2021.
What do you call the new system?
Because there's two coming right out the bat. I don't even know. Maybe they name the streaming one xCloud. This is the xCloud console. You know? Because they've already got that name kind of in people's minds, the xCloud console. And
Why not just the Xbox Cloud or Xbox Sky? Or Xbox something. You know, Atmosphere. Xbox 2.
But what I hope they go is Xbox Anaconda, Holiday 2020, or Holiday even 2021. But they're like Xbox Lockhart, Holiday 2019.
Well, see, that would be really tough because why the fuck would anyone buy that?
Why wouldn't you buy that? If you were on the fence of buying an X or anything right now, they go, the Xbox Lockhart is a streaming-only game, or streaming-only system. But Game Pass will be on it, and any game available right now, you'll be able to download and play on it right now. And Holiday 2019, the xCloud is launching, you'll be able to stream games to it.
So 2019 it comes out.
Okay.
You can stream games to it. You can download however many because it's got a solid state. Does it play in 4K? Maybe non-4K, just HDR? Is what you're thinking?
Maybe.
That comes out. What makes it next generation? Can I put it like, because they're doing the Xbox One to this or that. If it's something you can stream, why wouldn't my Xbox One S be able to play that?
What makes it next gen is the solid state,
Sure.
and the probably like they did with the Kinect or whatever, it runs with xCloud better. It's able to communicate with xCloud better because the Xbox One X was out before xCloud. They'll work with it, but it just won't work just like the Kinect.
But you're only going to be as fast as you have your internet speed, yeah? They both handle a 5 gigahertz internet download speed, which is the fastest any wireless connection could get you. Outside of that, wired is wired. Mm-hmm. It's been really fast for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So how could it connect you better to the Xbox? Because the reason they wouldn't do that, why would I not just buy an S? Especially if we're considering this new system comes out, what price is it at? At least $200, right?
Right.
I'd say more like $300, like I said before, about $300. Xbox One S during the holidays is $200.
Right.
Why wouldn't I save $100, be able to keep my disc, like not have to mail them in or do this trade-in thing or whatever they're going to do, disc to digital if that's a real thing. But also I can still stream everything to me, especially if xCloud is available for all of the systems. I have a wired connection or a 5 gigahertz router. There's zero reason for me to get that system otherwise. There's got to be a pretty compelling reason for you to get a cloud versus a 1S.
I honestly think that the next gen isn't going to be an up in graphics or an up in anything. I think the next gen is going to, at least the Lockhart version of the next gen, is going to focus on the xCloud streaming. There may not be anything physically better, but they might be like, this is how the next gen is the only ones that'll be able to xCloud stream. Your Xboxes right now won't be able to do that. The lock cart will be able to just do that and download games.
And that would be something tough because then, you know, Xbox power to the players.
Yep.
It's GameStop, but all the same.
The people's console.
The
players' console.
People's platform.
Okay.
So I don't want to say console. We're talking interconsole.
That's true. That's true.
The people's platform.
The players' platform.
They come out and they say, hey, what do you need to run xCloud? You know, because you're going to have it on a Switch. Say they go crazy and they're like, you'll be able to stream it to your phone, which you don't want to do, or maybe you'll say tablet or whatever the fuck. They're not going to put that on the 1S.
No.
It has a 5 gigahertz download speed. It has, depending on the one you have, at least HDR, maybe even 4K capabilities. You have an Elite controller for it. You have the physical discs and all that. They're going to say, hey, streaming will work on the Nintendo Switch, which is a legacy console at this point, but not the 1S you bought after your Switch.
The S came out before the Switch, right?
Sure, but who's to say that you didn't buy the S? Because you're talking about people who are teetering.
Right.
And we're talking about potential buyers in 2019. Someone who already has a Switch and they're like, hey, I can buy an Xbox now, which, like I said, you wouldn't want to do that because you're getting Game Pass anyway. But all the same, they're interested in buying something. Why would they not get an S? Like, I can't think of a single reason. And if they are going to put the cloud not on the S, but on the Switch, on people's phones and tablets, and on the new systems, but not the S, that's not really a people's champ kind of thing to do.
They come out with this reason why somehow the technology is not available to do it on the S.
But just it's on the fucking Switch.
Just like PlayStation said, we can't do backwards compatibility because the software is just like Apex is like, the game wasn't designed to be with cross progression. It's all just coding. What do you mean it wasn't designed? You just fix it. It's just fixable. We're not working with the human brain here. It's software. You could just fix this shit.
Ultron?
They're just going to come up with some bullshit reason why they can't do it. And everyone's going to be like, oh, okay. Because they're always like that.
But my question would be what is the point of any next-gen console kind of period right now? You can come out with next-gen controllers or next-gen this and that, but it's like, I'm running native 4K on an Xbox One X with HDR. I'm running 60 frames on every game I touch, for the most part. And... like, if you're telling me I can't stream to that, all right, well, go fuck yourself. Are you going to make it so, for instance, I guess Infinite or Gears 6? Gears 6 will only work streamable?
Maybe that's the general.
Because then we're talking about buying a disc then, right? But that disc is going to, hold more fidelity or 4K-ness than my 1X?
Yeah, probably.
That's not possible. Because the disc doesn't even hold the fidelity. You know? You put it in there and it downloads a giant 4K patch to add the other graphics and things because they would have to come on a 4K Blu-ray disc to hold the amount of storage, you know? So it's just like the hardware, at least right now, that's why Xbox was kind of the pioneer of the whole generation. That name is kind of gone. Like, it's not just this, and then we're going to add little bits. If you haven't bought an Xbox yet, it's worth to get this new one now. It's kind of like, oh, there's a reason to go from the 1 to the S for everyone. A reason to go from the S to the X for everyone. But they're like cell phones now more than they are generations. So I don't know why for instance, anyone who's worried about the X, show me some compelling evidence that says that the next system to come out will do something that the X can't. The one thing I'll give it, inbox SSD.
That's a big thing.
They sell SSDs for the other Xboxes, so you can put them into a PlayStation, you can put them into an Xbox. Can't put it in a Switch, though. No. Can't do that.
I don't know.
I don't think you'd want to do that.
We'll probably find out at E3.
We'll find out at E3. I mean, I'm always excited for next-gen consoles and stuff.
Right.
I mean, there's still something you could do with the PlayStation, though, because they didn't put a fucking 4K Blu-ray player into their system.
What's next one? So this was just a funny quick story, and then I'll get the next one prepped.
Read.
Here we go. That's a good one. Pokemon Go. People still playing it out there. There's actually 2 different things with this Pokemon Go I added to it. So first one, there was a guy playing Pokemon Go, and a bunch of people were at a hotel, going into the hotel in Japan. They weren't supposed to be in the hotel lobby. They were trying to get kicked out, or the cops were called. Hey, we need to get these people out of here, blah, blah, blah. Guy gets talked to by the cops and misses his chance to catch a Pokemon. A rational man, what do you do? Just go, oh, what? Shoot, darn.
What Pokemon? He doesn't have the.
Apparently not.
Doesn't just push the button.
Apparently not.
Doesn't have the Apple Watch.
He's got to do the spin. You know.
Oh, he's got to put a little English on it.
This man, what he does, assaults the cop. How dare you make me miss my Pokemon? And gets arrested.
Do we know what he missed?
Don't know. I do not know.
Was it a Mr. Mime?
I do not know. But it was probably nothing crazy. Rage a bit. Depends on how crazy into it he is. Yeah, that sounds like this dude I work with. Freaks out, punches the cop, gets arrested. I'm just like, what is going on with Pokemon Go, right? Like, at this stage, Pokemon Go, you're still freaking out?
Yeah, you probably got everything.
Right? That's what I think. It's like, what do you if you're playing it that hardcore, what are you missing? What in this game have you not found yet?
Yeah.
You know? It's crazy to me. Dude I work with has like 5 phones he works with.
Oh my god.
I've
seen people like that. You've seen one of the grandpa where he's got this thing and it's like 15 different phones. He's just.
There's a girl that walked where I used to walk when I played, and she had a pop socket, a handband, and then a wristband, and had the phones.
Yeah, I've watched people walk around with 2 iPads before.
It's crazy.
And it's like, but they just had them in their hands. One of them was caseless too. That was the one that like really scared me. Because then the other person they were with had their phone and was pushing a stroller, and they had a kid carrying a phone. So I was like, who are these iPads for?
For them.
And I was like, where's your
switch
2
trades.
iPads, and then you have a kid on a phone and an adult on a phone. Where's this person's phone? They're an adult. They had 2 iPads, but no phone out? What's going on? Did you give the kid the phone? Why didn't you give him the fucking iPad? I don't know. The numbers don't add up, but all the same. I see some wacky shit, and I'm always like, why? Are you selling this account? Like, what's the point? Like, if I have one
you have to do
account,
trades so you can get experience in the trade market and stuff. I don't know.
Whatever, you don't.
But the other story with
Pokemon
Pokemon
Stardust, that's cool.
The other story that went with Pokemon Go is an interesting one. I don't know how old it is exactly now, but YouTube accounts started getting banned, or videos started getting taken down on YouTube accounts from Pokemon Go people. Why? Because they talked about CP, which in Pokemon Go is combat power.
Sure.
But YouTube had an algorithm out there to try to stop child pornography or children pedophiles, which
Creepypasta.
in YouTube world abbreviated as CP. So if you mention CP, videos started getting taken down.
Any rational Pokemon Go YouTuber would be like, oh, CP.
Exactly.
That's how you measure the strength.
Exactly. So a lot of Pokemon Go people started getting their videos taken down because of mentioning a CP, because of this new algorithm. YouTube was trying to stop child pornography and stuff like that, which is like, it's like not straight pornography because it's YouTube, but it's like subtle children photography, you know, or pornography.
Sure.
Like, you know, this girl really likes popsicles. That's a video on YouTube. So they're trying to stop that shit, which is good to stop, you know?
Yeah.
But a lot of people started getting hit with it just because they used the term CP. And
yeah.
I thought that was interesting, kind of like, this is the world we live in right now, where people on YouTube that shoot Pokemon Go videos are getting taken down and losing money from their jobs because they talked about something.
They're being compared in a way.
Exactly. That's like,
they're getting mixed up with child porn.
Right now, that makes logical sense to everyone here. You try to explain that to a caveman. Or try to explain that to a person that was holding a job 20 years ago. You know?
Yeah.
Like, well, how do you explain that to somebody? It's insane.
It's a wild world. P-Stab says, dude I work with, he's got 5 phones. He's a crazy person. This person sounds like the person I work with is crazy. And then puts, and takes trips to get Pokies. You bet your bottom dollar when I'm going to New Zealand, I'm pulling out my phone. I'm getting that Relicanth. You know what I mean?
When are you going to New Zealand?
Never.
Oh, okay.
But here's another thing, too. It's like, you like Pokemon enough, and you're like, fuck, I want to travel. And you're like, you got this whole world to go to. Where do you go? Oh, shit, might as well go to Great Britain and get a Mr. Mime, or wherever the hell you go get one of those, you know? Or
Yeah, I think it's just UK, yeah.
I think so. I would personally travel to go get the, why can't I think of his name? It's like Kangaskhan, but it's not. I think it's Kangas?
Kangas, yeah.
Kangaskhan?
With a K.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the kangaroo guy. Well, love him.
Yeah.
Love that guy.
Uh-huh.
I would try. Where's that at?
I think it's Australia.
I want to say Australia, but that sounds too kind of...
Too on the nose?
Too on the nose?
I don't know.
But I would definitely go.
Ook make fire. Ook smash strange things. That's the caveman.
That's the caveman. That's the caveman.
For a second, I was like, what is happening? And then I said ook, and I was like, oh, it's the caveman.
So I'm just saying. P-Steps, that one I don't think is too crazy.
Two things. One, did you watch Last Week Tonight with John Oliver? He did a whole segment.
I took HBO off recently.
He did this whole segment recently because New Zealand gets left off maps. They just forget it exists. So there's a lot of worlds and globes that just gets left off of. And there's actually a whole like Twitter thing that's like hashtag get New Zealand on the map.
Yeah.
Like and stuff. It's really funny.
NZ on the map maybe is probably what it is.
But I was just like, really more than that. Let's just think about this. Let's move everyone out of New Zealand, get people back there, make the whole island a Middle Earth theme park. Because really, all those people can fit in Australia. It's right there.
I would love to go to New Zealand.
And it's just it should just be a giant theme park for Middle Earth. And guess what? If it was Middle Earth, no one's leaving that off a map.
No,
you're not leaving Middle Earth off any map you make.
If you legally change the name of the country to Middle Earth.
Supposedly also it gets left off Risk boards. It's not on there on the game board Risk. It's interesting. Last thing we have.
If you look at this, I gotta pee.
Okay. Let me shift this over. It's gonna hurt me because I was gonna ask him how to pronounce the last name.
It's Phil-Ami.
Phil-Ami? Nintendo executive Reggie Fils-Aimé to retire in April, which is really sad. I got a bunch of stupid crap on the screen. So, President and Chief Operating Officer of Nintendo America and one of the video game company's most outspoken executives will retire this year, which is sad. I mean, Directs, E3s, all that stuff. I mean, if you watch any of that stuff for gaming news, you've seen him. High energy, very it makes you feel happy. He makes you feel happy to like Nintendo and want Nintendo stuff. So it's sad to see him go. Hope he does good things. Supposedly it was because he wanted to spend more time with family and kids. The wife, the kids. He wants to spend more time with that. Do less work. Feel like we can all pretty much get on board with that. But yeah, it says he's a statement he released on Thursday. Nintendo released a statement on Thursday that Fils-Aimé will leave the company on April 15th. And who's to replace him? Doug Bowser, who was the Senior Vice President of Sales and Marketing. Could there be a more perfectly named person to take over as President and Chief of Nintendo than Doug Bowser?
Oh my God!
His
first name is Mario.
Yeah, exactly. If you change his first name to anything else, that's the only thing that would make that name more perfect. And Hokian.
Fuck Nintendo, but not Reggie.
Not Reggie.
Reggie's so great.
He is. He just made you happy to you
want to hug him.
Yeah, exactly.
All you care about is just making families happy, bringing people together.
And now he's going to take some time to make his own family happy. Spend some quality time at home. Good on you, Reggie. You'll be missed. We will remember you.
Did you make the joke that it's time to switch over to a new...
I did not make that joke.
No? And Doug Bowser just poof. Whoa.
Bowser. That's just crazy to me. What are the chances?
There's a million people are going to make that joke.
A million people.
Yeah, I hope they got it.
Yep. Moving on to some movie news.
The one thing of movie news I got.
Oscars.
Do
you want to run through it in reverse?
You know what? No, reverse? Get out of here. No, because they put actor on the top and stuff. I think they go in the order of the way they...
Well, they go in the most, this is the order they...
I think so.
Oh, really?
They typically start.
All right, let's do that.
I believe.
Back over to media coverage so we can take a look at all the Oscars. Let me scroll.
Fliggity, biggity, biggity, zoom. Whoa.
What is it? Yeah, thank you.
All right. Get that ad out of here.
There we go. So, first off...
Members log in on the top right?
Yeah. So you can log into the Academy. People that do... get the screeners. I'm guessing they just log into the website to log their things.
Interesting.
I'm assuming.
It's just... So clear as day. Oh, just log in if you're a member.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Anyway.
I'm going to take this off so I can log in real quick now.
Yeah.
I've actually wanted to go online because people sell screeners after the Oscars are over. They sell their screener DVDs, once the movie's out. They're like, here's a screener for whatever. I've wanted to buy screener DVDs just to have a screener DVD. I thought that'd be cool.
That would be cool. I could dig it.
So anyway, Oscars happened on yesterday. What's today?
On yesterday. That's
I was going to say on Sunday, but I forgot today was Monday. Yesterday, the first year, I didn't watch the Oscars at all.
Me neither.
And the first year, I had just no interest in almost anything with the Oscars.
There was so much about the Oscars that I was just like pissed about this year that it really solidified in my mind that these don't mean a goddamn thing.
Well, my thing was I didn't have a movie to root for. Like, there wasn't a single movie I saw this year that I was like, I wanted to win. Last year, the Shape of Water, I'm like, give everything to this movie. Let's go.
The only one that I cared about having any sort of recognition was Spider-Man. But before I remember the Oscars on, Hokie texted me that Spider-Man won because it was one of the first things announced. So I was like, oh, okay. Don't care about anything else.
But winner and actor in a leading role, Rami Malek for Bohemian Rhapsody.
Good.
You're a clean bitch.
He did great.
Fantastic.
He did great. I can't wait to watch that movie again.
He acted right through those big teeth.
Yeah, he did.
I haven't seen it. I've heard meh things about it.
So. I haven't heard that from anyone. Like I said, I'll always go back to it. Aiden, friend of mine, hates Queen. Watched the movie, came out, I was like, still hate Queen? What a great movie.
It's good. Watch Overlord yet? I have not watched Overlord.
Oh, I wish. I'm waiting. I'm ready to watch
Obviously,
Overlord.
you can see the other nominees right here, but they didn't win, so who cares, you know?
Fuck them.
Actor in supporting role? You want to take that one?
Yeah, Mahershala Ali.
Thank you. For Green Book, another movie I did not see. That's going to be a theme with a lot of these movies.
We'll talk more about that.
Okay.
Adam Driver was great in Black Hate Klansman. Sam Elliott, I don't think he should have gotten nominated, although he was good. He was just so small. Sam Rockwell's the one that I wish I could have seen him in that role.
Yep.
I want to see Vice.
I'll see Vice. Actress in a leading role, Olivia Colman, The Favorite.
And here, the only ones I know, Lady Gaga. Don't think she should have won. I do know Melissa McCarthy, Can You Ever Forgive Me, was like a comedic series where she's like a plagiarizer or something like that, but I didn't watch it. Lady Gaga, I don't think she deserved to win, but I didn't even see the other people. She was still great, but
I want to see it because it's like a plagiarizing thing, and writing. I'll watch anything.
Sure.
This one though, I heard is
Did
really
you ever
good.
watch Trumbo?
No, but I want to.
Me too.
Really bad.
Me too. It's one that that's one of the Great White Buffaloes. That I'm just like
Slipped
it's
by
like it got yeah. But Roma was directed by the guy that did The Revenant and Birdman, so it's like
oh really? He did that?
Oh, I lied.
Okay.
I lied.
I was gonna say
it's the
wow.
guy. It's the cinematographer of Gravity.
Oh, the cinematographer.
Alfonso Cuarón. I think he's also the director.
Oh, yeah, Alfonso Cuarón, yeah, is a director.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he did the cinematography for Gravity too.
Wait. Alfonso Cuarón did Gravity and Children of Men. That's different than
Birdman.
Birdman and yeah.
But their names because they're both Alfonso. But I only read Alfonso Cuarón today. I didn't see a photo. I didn't see comparisons. I just read that name. I was like, oh, Birdman. But now that I remember his name is Cuarón, I was like, oh, no, that's not.
I don't think his first name is Alfonso. The other guy. It's like Iñárritu. What's his name? I can't remember.
That says Alfonso, and he's got a hyphenated. He's like Inueta Cortez or something like that. But
Alfonso Cuarón also did, I think, one of the Harry Potters.
I haven't seen Children of Men. I don't think he
Children
did.
of Men. Oh, my God. Did you not?
No.
Who did the third Harry Potter movie?
The same guy that did all the other ones.
No. Prisoner.
There you go. You're good. Oh, wow. No fucking way. It is.
Where do you see it?
It's on the right. Director, Alfonso.
Yeah, Alfonso Cuarón. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Interesting.
Yep. Anywho, back to this one.
Keep going.
I forgot where I was going with that, but... Oh, Children of Men. Awesome. So good.
Haven't seen
actress
any of those.
In a supporting role, Regina King for If Beale Street Could Talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen...
I've seen, a theater near me, the new one that I really dig on with the heated seats. What a great theater. Those heated seats I was happy to find. I didn't go to their EMAX special whatever theater show. And still had the seats. I was like, that's great. Because sometimes the theaters that put the premium seats in the premium
theater, and that's it.
But this was
all theaters?
This is in all theaters.
Got it, cool.
I don't know about that screening room though.
Oh yeah. Did you see
it was on the other. I didn't even go for it because it was on the other half of the theater.
Got it.
And that
if I ever go see a movie with you there, the first place I'm going is I'm walking in the theater, walking in to see what happens. I don't know if an alarm's gonna go off. I don't know if Spielberg will turn around and be like, "What are you doing? I'm watching this." You know,
I'm screening something here, guys.
I
would shit myself.
I've heard a lot of good
like,
things.
What are you doing here?
That the Favorite is actually a good movie. I don't know anything about it, but I just hear people talk about it, and it's like, this is really good, blah, blah, blah. So,
yeah, whatever.
But yeah.
There it is. Spider-Man.
Animated feature film, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Incredibles 2, Isle of Dogs. I mean, really, did it even have competition, though? You know? Like, I'm sure Incredibles 2 is good. Isle of Dogs is good.
It's tough because this is essentially saying what is the best picture of the movies that are animated.
Yeah.
Because then you can't just judge it on animation. It's not best animation, which something else won for that. Black Panther, I think, or...
Oh, okay.
No, it wasn't that. All the same.
I've yet to watch Spider-Man and Spider-Verse. I was very excited when the trailer first launched, and then I watched the clip at the end of Venom, and I was like, fuck.
I'm pretty sure it was Early Man. I think we'll find it was Early Man.
Okay.
That won best animation, which is...
Ooh,
I like claymation a lot. But it didn't do anything new. It's the same claymation I've always seen, which Spider-Man was very wildly artistic.
Right.
It was really cool to watch. All the same. We'll get to that one. Right. Spider-Man, great movie. Let's keep going.
Cinematography, Roma, Alfonso Cuarón.
Check it.
Did he direct it or cinematographer?
That's what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure he was both for Gravity.
Interesting. Okay. Costume designer, one for Black Panther, one. Ruth Carter.
Keep going.
Okay. That's a...
Here we go. Directing, one I care about.
Roma, Alfonso Cuarón, one.
Yeah.
It's good.
Spike Lee.
We'll
get to him.
Okay.
Who the hell? Yorgos Lanthimos? I've never heard that name.
Me either.
Keep going.
Powell.
Documentary. I think this one was the Free Solo.
Solo.
This was the one that Jimmy Chin is a buddy of Jason Momoa.
Oh, okay.
So Jason Momoa was really pushing that one really hard.
Good.
Maybe that's how it won.
Maybe. Period. End of sentence.
Funny, I just saw that on Netflix today. I was wondering where it came from.
It's a short subject.
It's probably just a short film that is a documentary.
I wonder what it's about because it seems
it's about literally periods.
Oh.
So it's got
like
it's got a pad, a little bit of blood on it, and then it says end of sentence. That was the cover of it. So I didn't read about it because I was just scrolling through and it was HD.
I thought I was making a joke about it being about menstruation cycles, but it actually is.
No, it literally is. That's why I was saying no. It's about
I would have been more interested if it was about actual periods.
About the end, like punctuation.
The actual punctuation. But that's
I'm curious. Maybe that'll be good.
It might be good.
I mean, it won.
Learn a thing, yeah, right. Film editing, Bohemian Rhapsody.
Loved it.
I haven't seen it, so I don't know.
I didn't. It's tough because, like everyone says, you don't notice good editing.
That's true. The point of good editing is you don't notice good editing.
So it's like I can't speak to how the editing was because I didn't think about it. I also sat in the most uncomfortable spot in the theater. Front row, farthest on the right in an IMAX showing.
Wow.
So it was just like... I forgot about it after a minute, though. Or after probably half hour.
Foreign language film, Roma won.
What do you know?
Which... Was it also nominated for Best Picture?
Yes.
Okay. So they're different. Which seems weird to me.
But that's something else where Spider-Man could have been nominated for just Best Picture overall.
It could have.
I think it wasn't it?
I don't know.
I think it was nominated. So I think it's like animated film for him. It's kind of like the whole musical comedy.
Makeup and hairstyling, Vice, Greg, all those names.
Can 'em.
Music, original score, Black Panther one,
which is interesting.
Which is very
because
interesting.
I don't remember anything about Black Panther music. There's a couple times where they're zooming in on Wakanda where they have like kind of tribal drum and things like that, and I'm like, yeah, cool. Isle of Dogs though, that was a pretty hefty score.
Mary Poppins Returns though.
Well, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, a music original song, Shallow from A Star Is Born.
Yep, I agree.
Okay.
All the Stars is pretty good though.
Best Picture.
It's okay.
Green Book won. Let's go through. Like we had Vice, Star Is Born, Roma, favorite. So not Spider-Man.
Not Spider-Man.
But a lot of other things.
Here's where they zoomed in on Spike Lee, and he tried leaving the theater, and they wouldn't let him. Did you see this?
No. What is there a video of this? Let's look at this.
No. Well, maybe. Spike Lee. Yeah, Oscars. You're gonna find a lot. No, because he did win for screenplay. So.
Got it. Speech got
No, it's not about speech. No.
No. React to Green Book?
Watch him react. Yeah, okay. So this might be the video.
We'll
but
see.
all the same, he gets pissed and tries to leave. And at the like after party or wherever they found him afterwards, he first lost the Oscar when he was nominated for Do the Right Thing to the movie Driving Miss Daisy.
Okay.
And he's like, as soon as a motherfucker starts getting driven around, I lose. Which was like a funny joke to make, but he was all super pissed because he didn't think that this movie was any good and was garbage and that it shouldn't have. Put that on. You know.
No.
Just make it to mine.
Sorry.
But there are a lot of people, and a lot of people saying one thing doesn't make it the truth.
Right.
But a lot of people are saying that this movie is like the worst Best Picture to win since Crash, and even then, it's still worse than Crash.
Wow.
Which is kind of like, when I look down at the other ones, I'm like, how does something like, especially, I would have bet all of my, after seeing all the other winners, if you caught me 30 seconds before they were announced the winner, you would have saw me put all my eggs in the basket, bet the farm on Roma winning.
Makes sense.
Because not only is it something where it's already won a ton of awards for everything that makes a movie great, and it's been nominated for the ones it didn't win, but it's also one that's super timely and racially driven, which the Oscars, they have
about that.
They have a very long
they're all about
history of all
giving
that stuff.
awards to people that win awards. Alfonso Cuarón. The Oscars are always about like, hey, let's give an Oscar to this guy again. Yeah. Alfonso Cuarón has won, and
he just won earlier.
Exactly. People know. People could go, what won? Roma. What's Roma? That new Alfonso. Oh, okay, that makes sense now. Like it's a thought process. It's a thing. Yeah.
So to give it to, do you know Jim Burke?
No.
Me neither. So I don't know anything about any of the people up on top that did the Green Book.
Did Jim Book direct?
I guess these are all producers.
Yeah.
But all the same,
I'm
it's
not
just
even familiar with Green Book.
Do you know the movie?
No.
Oh. Well, in terms of plot, it sounds okay. I mean, it's good. Yeah.
Viggo Mortensen is good.
So.
These people driving people around. That's funny.
Yeah. So Mahershala Ali, he's someone who's a famous musician. This is, whatever, in like the 60s. Yeah. 60s American South. Famous musician. He's traveling around. Viggo Mortensen is hired to be his bodyguard. He carries something around with him called the Green Book. That is something that is like actually supposed to be true. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's inspired by a true story, but the Green Book is supposed to be real. And the Green Book is something that says these are all of the places in the area that you're good to go to if you're black. So it's a very racially driven movie still, and it's all about Viggo Mortensen growing and learning as he's got to be the bodyguard to Mahershala. But still, it's something that apparently the movie failed on like a lot of different fronts, but it's been nominated for all this stuff. Peter Farrelly is the director.
It's got an 8.3 out of 10 on IMDb and a 69 Metacritic score or Metascore.
But all the same, it's like I was interested to see it.
It won 3 Oscars, obviously including Best Picture. All the other ones.
More like this.
Yeah.
But it's just I don't know. A lot of people are freaking out. Like, why was this the one? Because Roma, in every other aspect, no one has complaints about that movie. It's winning everything. Mm-hmm. Everyone thinks it's amazing, and it's very, very topical. I don't know. Black Panther. I don't know why it was nominated. Black K Klansman. Great movie. That's what I'm saying. That's the movie where I changed my mind on Spike Lee entirely. I was like,
well, that's because you didn't watch Chirac and have your mind changed back then.
Sure, and I would gladly watch Chirac then, now, here or there, but that's not one that was a straight to DVD. So
no, it wasn't. It was in theaters.
Bullshit. It was in theaters.
Of course, it was in theaters.
I'm sure it was in theaters somewhere. I didn't see it in any theater near me.
It was in theaters for a while.
I don't believe you.
It surprised me when I found out it was an Amazon movie, but it was in theaters.
All the same.
Okay. See, Spike Lee had me, Do the Right Thing.
Oh, I already liked Spike Lee,
and then
he's let me down a lot.
At A Miracle at St. Anna and Old Boy. They let me down hard. Chirac. P-Step says, I liked Black Panther, sort of.
I enjoyed watching it. Not in terms of Best Picture, though.
No.
Not even like that. I have 2 movie-going brains. look at and watch and analyze and everything, and then take your brain out, eat the popcorn, drink the soda, have a good time. And I went in eating popcorn, drinking soda, eating candy.
Which you should for a superhero movie.
And that's A-okay. And this movie was still good. Like, you can have a great superhero movie, but
yeah,
it's not something that you need to look at for its... Because I think it... no, because a lot of people had problems with the like audio mixing. Queen, or the Bohemian Rhapsody one.
Yep.
Everyone's like, you're audio mixing Queen. How can you win? All the same. But it's something that it's like... For it to win, like, costume design. Like, I'm always like, oh, that suit's cool. But I don't think of production design, costume design, the things that it has, like best original score.
Right.
But I don't know.
It's interesting.
If I were to give it to one, obviously Roma. The favorite seems to be up there. Like, a lot of people are liking this movie, and it's whatever. I don't know. Star is Born did not deserve it. Didn't see any of the other ones. Bohemian Rhapsody, great movie though. P Stabs is right.
I'll check some out. I'll have to check out some more movies. But I just thought of some more movie news we can move to. Did you see the newest trailer for Rocket Man?
No, I saw it was there, but I want to watch the movie anyway.
Oh, so you don't want to watch it?
No. I had a trailer I couldn't skip for Us earlier that I had to mute and then just cover my phone with, and then keep going because I'm just not in a trailer mood recently.
And luckily I didn't have to see Spider-Man. Was there a bet to see Spider-Man?
Yeah, like I didn't
so you
have
don't,
to see it.
So you don't want to see a new trailer for Rocket Man? Is what you're saying?
I'm pretty sold already.
Okay.
Is this trailer like really good? I mean, it's a biopic. Like,
I mean,
what is there going to spoil me?
Well, you didn't watch it, you said. So I'm assuming you don't want to watch it. So
well, it's not like it came up and I covered it like Us. It's just I saw it and I was like, oh, cool.
It's just it gets more into it. I don't know. I'm very excited for it.
Me too.
And I was excited to see more of it. I'm not sure. Too bad.
I mean, if you want to pull it up.
Yep.
Okay. Probably just go to IMDb.
That's true, probably.
They typically do ads. Ooh, what's that new? Okay. Nope, they changed it back again. Rocket Man trailer. I rant about Spider-Man.
Specialty. Oh,
awesome.
Oh.
What? Fuck, Brent.
My bad.
Every time.
P-Steph says the studio's making Elton John look hot. That was the big joke when Elton John's like, oh, I'd really like Taron to play me in a biopic about me. And everyone's like, yeah, of course you would, Elton. Look at the man.
Yeah, look at him.
He's fucking jacked. Looks good.
My boy Eggsy out here
yeah.
looking shredded all the time.
All the time. That I am very excited for Rocket Man. I think most people very excited for Bohemian Rhapsody because they're really into Queen. We've been over it. I'm not that into Queen. Every Elton John song that comes up, I'm just like, oh, this is a jam. I'm in now. I want to sing it. I want to groove. I can't wait to see this movie. I'm very, very excited. Yeah, I know Taron does a lot of the singing. I guess I don't know if like every song, like if he's not playing the song, I don't know if they'll just make him sing the song for the movie or if it'll just play Elton.
Probably would.
They should, because then it all seems
consistent.
Yeah, but maybe it would just be easier to be like, oh.
I mean, and if he's willing to sing it live, like why wouldn't someone be willing to sing it in post production?
Right, but maybe
ADR or I guess whatever.
Maybe it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, we need the song for this part. We're never going to show him sing it. We're never going to show him record it or anything. We could just take a recording that we already have and save time, save money, and don't have to pay out Taron for a 2-day recording session or whatever. You know what I mean? But I hope he sings everything.
I bet you he will.
I hope so.
This production doesn't look like they've pulled in, they're pulling all the stops rather.
Yeah, and really, Elton John's not really. It's not like he's hurting for money, He's not like, oh, well, this is my big comeback, guys. The world forgot about me, but I'm coming back.
Yeah.
So
something like that.
Man, I'm excited. I did distantly. I was at a restaurant and I saw on the TV that there was a new Us trailer. And I saw it, but I didn't watch it. I am cautiously excited for that movie. Because, well, I wasn't like the biggest fan of Get Out. I really like it as a new stance on a horror movie. Us looks like it's another one of those. but it could go real wrong.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Twilight Zone had a trailer.
Oh, really?
That was more about like one of the episodes. It looked like one of the episodes, although they kind of... You're already on YouTube, dude. Fuck.
I have the keyboard.
Look at that photo. click on the media coverage real quick. Look at this photo.
This one?
Yeah.
Look at that. New trailers. Rocket Man, Twilight Zone, Angry Birds 2.
I saw that. Skip that one. You don't want to see
Did you
that
just
shit.
go to Google to search for YouTube? No? See, now I'm on The Verge. I
love that stuff. I love that.
I understand.
Well, do you think that was all one episode?
No, I don't think so.
They seem to interlink a lot. So I was like,
Well,
I can't tell, but none of the characters met in anything. I was just
Right.
like, I don't know.
My big thing is, one, Tracy Morgan, I look at him, all I can think of is Cop Out. It's a great movie. Anyway, I blame Twilight Zone for my interest in conspiracy theories. I understand.
I can do
this,
that.
and
I love the Twilight Zone.
I get it. Because Black Mirror is Twilight Zone. But this looks so much like Black Mirror, but American, that I'm like less interested now.
Well, I think the cool thing about Black Mirror is it's all technology.
Right.
It's all because of that. And none of this seems to be because of technology.
Right.
So if it's an Americanized Black Mirror that is just not technology, cool.
I just wish it didn't look like it was filmed the same way.
Oh, as Black Mirror?
Yeah. Like, I wish it
We'll have to
had
see
a
if
different
they
feel
if they
to
play,
it.
Like, a lot of what I think of when I think of Black Mirror is the audio. I find the audio to be very similar on all of them. Especially because they play the one song between all of them.
I don't know, I was hoping for them to do it maybe with like an older style and a little bit older feel to it, and it just
I think
doesn't
my
seem
problem
like
with it is like if you were to say, hey, new Twilight Zone and show me that, I'd be like, cool. That's coming to CBS. That is not a Netflix show. That's not HBO. That's not a film. I'd be like, I can tell that is like just like primetime television. That's all it is. Because it has almost a low budget quality to it.
oh yeah.
Like framing and everything. I see what you're talking about on the close up of the jukebox and the pressing the stuff is like, that's pretty Black Mirror. But the quality of it all, it seems like everything's in focus. Like I filmed it, on an A7S for CBS, and I don't know.
I'm hoping this
is... I'm excited to see it, because at the end of the day, the Twilight Zone, the original, didn't have anything non-daytime television about it. Right. And I loved it for the story and everything, so we'll just have to see, but...
Yeah.
Only on CBS All Access.
Yeah, it's...
What the fuck does that mean, though,
It's another pain.
It's not going to even happen live?
Maybe not.
I got paid for Sling, and I can't even watch this? Get out of here. Who knows?
But that's all I had for today. Did you have anything last thing that you thought of as we went out? No?
If you kind of want to, because I know as soon as you're done here, we're heading out. If you want to give me the app idea, or you want to save that?
You want to do it on live?
I don't. It's your idea. If your app idea is...
It's not anything huge. But so I was thinking about this, right? Obviously, Apex came out, and a bunch of other games, but you got Origin, you got Uplay, you got Battle.net, you got all these different things. Is there one that just you go on, right? You have an account, and you have all your other accounts linked to it, and so you can just search a game and figure out where it is, if it's on Steam, if it's on one of these other platforms, and then download it into a library there and just click play from there instead of having to open up one of the 40 other apps you have on your PC? Is that a thing that exists? Because if not, it should. That's what I want, one app. Exactly. Because somebody went to get, was talking about which they should get on PC or Xbox, PC or Xbox. They went on Steam, searched game. Oh, it's not available on PC. Went to Xbox, bought it, played it. It was available on PC, just not through Steam. Store, exactly.
Yeah.
And I was
who's
like,
this person?
It was somebody on a podcast I was listening to, And I was just like, man, that really sucks. If only you could just like have an account where you just search a game and it's like, hey, here's the game. It's available on this.
Buy it. Well, it
you
also
buy it
cool
right through that.
Maybe it's on sale on the Epic Store, but not on Steam or something, so you can see what prices are.
Exactly. So I don't have to add everyone on everything Steam, Battle.net, PS, Origin.
Oh, that's different.
That's a little bit different,
That's different.
because to play with them in the game is still running through the order. This is just a system to help you organize all your games, help you organize all your accounts, and be able to find games
It's just
when
to
they go
better
on sale.
view your library and better find
Exactly.
ways to grow your library.
Right. I thought if that doesn't
She's
exist, it
talking
should
about
exist.
Unity. Or Unite, rather.
There, yeah. Well, yeah. Obviously.
That's what she's like. I want Unite.
We all want it.
She wants a Dex.
We all want it. But yeah. So then extend your thing to include my thing. Your thing is a different thing that we have that's going to be harder. This was just another thing.
But the thing that you're talking about, way cooler.
Way cool.
Way more fun. I would rather have that right now than really anything else.
Yep.
Although pizza sounds great.
But anyway, that was my idea. I was like, man, if that, I was hoping people would be on here and be like, oh, that does exist, Brent. Download this. And I'd be like, sweet. If not, then make it.
They do have that sort of thing, but for productivity apps and for business apps and things like that. I actually just had an ad for one on my Instagram today. But nothing for games.
Where we at?
I don't know.
Where we at?
I don't know.
But anyway.
I hate having someone as a friend on everything except this one thing. And I'm like...
That does suck. We have a solution for you on that. But yeah.
You'd still...
That's like Movie It's Anywhere, but for games. Exactly, Hokey. Where's my games anywhere?
Yeah.
You know?
Well, kind of.
Yeah, kind of.
My game's all here.
Game's all here. There you go. The game's all here. That's perfect. I'm in. Hokey, get it going.
Maybe we name it something else, but that's our slogan. Introducing merger. The game's all here.
The game's all here. Let's make it. I'm in. Hokey.
What?
This is a digital handshake partners. I don't know how to go from here. I hand
Almost
this off
any
to
store
you.
has an API. They have apps for everything else.
Right?
So why not games? Why not game stores?
Why not? I don't know. But anyway,
Hokey, why haven't we hooked up yet? You know what I mean?
exactly.
Sexually.
Okay.
And then for business. Why haven't we gotten down to the business? You wanna? How about this? I'll give you a deal. We'll just meet in the middle and live in Grand Rapids together, Hokey. What do you think? What do you think, Brent?
I think we move to a better tech industry place that's not Michigan.
Well, all I need me is a Hokey.
Okay. Hokey, you're coming with us.
You can sell Devin on it. Her tattoo artist is in Bing Rapids. It's close enough. Derek lives in Grand Rapids.
Toronto.
Toronto? I don't know if Toronto's the place to be.
Yeah. I'm thinking first we limit it to places with fiber. Okay?
Grand Rapids got
Then
that fiber.
Then we limit it to places with good fiber. You know?
Okay.
And then
Hokey says I'm down, let's go. You know, Hokey, you're saying you're down, you're saying this and that. I'm just saying, it's an actual consideration to Shay and I. She's already looking at houses.
In Grand Rapids?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that fucking sucks. I'm sorry. Don't do that.
Well, it's not like in the city of Grand Rapids. What, you know?
Denver does have fiber.
Yeah, but the fucking air, though. How many times do I have to say it, Brent? The air.
I don't know why you're upset. I can't.
Arid. It's very arid.
I don't understand.
I'd rather. No, I won't say that. Never mind. I won't even say it.
Seattle has fiber.
You know what they have though in Colorado?
Hmm.
They got the Elvis peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
They also have Fat Burger.
Do they?
Yeah.
They reached as far as Colorado?
Yeah, it was
Because
salty.
it almost
was
seemed
like
like it was Canada straight down.
Salty was like there's like 120 minutes away from her.
Oh fuck!
I'm just saying. And Fat Burger, exactly.
Oh my gosh! All right, Brent, you're going to Denver. I'm going to Grand Rapids. We'll use our fiber internets to remote link. We'll holograph each other in.
Why would you go to Grand Rapids out of the world?
I don't know.
It's weird. Anyway, that's the end of the show. And Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons is a good pull, too. Timbits?
Yeah, Tim Hortons fucking everywhere.
Yeah, but not like real Tim Hortons. Canada Tim Hortons is better.
Have you ever had Canadian Tim Hortons?
No. No. But you notice how it came to the U.S. and no one talked about it? But you always hear about it from Canadians? Because it's better.
You don't like coffee, but which is better, Dunkin' or Starbucks?
Dunkin'? Because they have donuts?
Starbucks has donuts.
I have never seen a donut come out of Starbucks. All I see is those white and green cups, and I don't drink what's in those white and green cups. So
Not even hot chocolate, Brent?
no, I don't like warm beverages. It's a warm liquid. I don't
You
want
gotta
to
try
drink
one of their like frozen. It's like a slushy ice cream thing. It's really good.
Okay.
I forget what they call them though. I want to say Frappuccino.
The McDonald's frappe, caramel frappe, I can get down on board with that.
I don't like coffee like at all.
I don't like coffee at all either, but the frappe is good because you just
can't
drink
do it.
like liquid caramel. It's good.
I like drinking liquid caramel,
Right.
Brent. You got me there.
That's it. That's it. Is that still a thing? It is, but it's in smaller cups.
Starbucks 100%. Well, they got Dunkin' rules all of New York City, which I found very strange.
Huh.
That's what everyone has in New York City. There is a Starbucks, but walking down one street, I must have saw 5 Dunkins before I saw a single Starbucks. This wasn't like in the middle of Manhattan. This is in Astoria, Queens.
Well, what's New York? New York is America. And what does Dunkin' do?
Fuels Americans? Because America
It
runs
runs
on
on
Dunkin'.
Dunkin'. Exactly.
You phrased that question really weird, but I kind of got there.
America runs on
I
Dunkin'.
see what you were doing.
You
Hokey,
guys. Go ahead.
do you have an Xbox? I need you to hop on today. Maybe
you were
we'll play a
playing
little
Halo.
Apex. Well, I don't know yet.
Okay.
But before I played Halo yesterday, I was like, oh, Shay, gotta talk to Hokey. Something. She's like, cool, go ahead. Hopped on PlayStation. He's off. What's he doing? He's texting me that Spider-Man won Best Picture. Or Best Animated Film.
Okay.
You know? So I was like, Shay was ready to be like, you go ahead and talk to Hokey. We can wait on games. Didn't come through, so we played.
Okay. Apex, ... Not fun to watch, but everyone likes to play it. I like to watch it, play it, everything about it.
I like to watch some highlights, but I don't think I could like watch someone stream it. I did almost text you today, like, yo, you just want to stream Apex? And then I was like, fuck, we're like, we should do the talk show.
We're doing the talk show.
I didn't even ask because I was like, as much as I want to, I would rather do a talk show.
Yep.
Plus possible burgers, but no burgers.
No burgers.
No dreams.
I'm sorry.
No Lumi.
Wait, why no dreams? Well, not out yet?
Well, it's not out yet.
It'll be soon.
But you did say
Talk show or else,
on
is
Saturday,
Well, I said bring me the stuff.
you're like, hey, we should do burgers and talk about Lumi.
Oh, yeah. But I also said bring me the stuff. Did you bring me the stuff?
National Burger Day for us is Wednesday anyway.
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
National Burger Day is every Wednesday. See, P-Stabs, I'm just saying, I'm here. I didn't even ask him because I know.
We're doing the talk show.
But you bet your boy isn't like every single time super excited to drive an hour and a half to do a talk show.
I believe that. You're learning. Well, we've had a great time, everybody. Thank you for hanging out. Really appreciate it. You're all beautiful people. P-Stabs, Hokey, Salty, Flamed. Who else was here? A bunch of people. Chante,
There was a couple people that dropped
Introspect. Agent Paper,
IB Retro.
IB Retro,
Wait, what'd you say? Asian Paper?
Agent Paper.
I didn't see Asian Paper anywhere.
What?
Holy P-Stabs.
P-Stabs.
P-Stabs was a talk show. P-Stabs, thank you for the bits.
There. Agent Papa. Thank you for the bits.
Oh, look at the little pulsating hearts. That's kind of cute.
Oh, that's cute. The faces.
It's a little fucked up, too.
A little bit.
But I like it.
Anyway, you guys are awesome. We'll see you guys on Wednesday. Thank you so much for watching. You guys have a wonderful evening. Play some games. Watch some movies.